Welcome back, everyone, to another YouTube live show here at the Slab Stocks YouTube channel. My name is Aaron, your host, joined by Nate once again. And also, we already have Ziggy and Nathan and JNS and that T206 guy in the chat. So welcome, everyone. And you all saw the title to today's video. We are talking about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, for the first time on YouTube Live. A month or so back, Top Shot went through a massive boom and wave, and everyone was talking about it, and now no one seems to be talking about it. But
did you just quickly? Did you see the whole new thing about Top Shot? Did you see the email?
No.
They sent out an email, and I didn't read the whole thing, so I'm paraphrasing here.
Sure.
But it looked like to be able to buy in the future, they're going to take snapshots of your collection as they go through. And if they don't think that you're an actual collector, they're not going to allow you to buy packs.
So if they think that you're like flipping within like 2 days or 3 days or something,
I don't know. I would have to look at the email again, but it was interesting. That's for sure.
Is it just me, or does that kind of like, I get why sometimes you do that to make it seem like that you're trying to obviously like be like, oh, we really want to create a collecting base, but doesn't that push out like 90% of people are buying the packs?
Probably. And again, I'm paraphrasing. It could be me saying the wrong thing here, but I have the email up.
I'll start this off, and if you find something out, you let us know. Okay. All right, here we go. We are talking TOPPS NFTs because TOPPS announced today that they are coming out with their first NFT collection, non-fungible token. And we are going to talk about, is it worth the buy? Is it worth the investment? You've heard us here before. Nate and I are card guys. We are not digital collectible guys, but it's worth exploring this because TOPPS made this announcement. And this is definitely big because every single year for the past, however many years, 70 years now, they've been the baseball card. It's like, they're very classic. Like you can already tell just how they released products over the last 5 years. They weren't as like aggressive as Panini, let's say, and catering to like the sneaker people, as I would say, and then kind of the 582 club might have helped some of that with game. Actually, that probably protected against it, to be honest. Still got people product for cheap if you got the membership. But it's pretty interesting here. And all of this kind of sparks off of the public announcement. So TOPPS announced about a week ago now. Not TOPPS didn't announce it, just article through all these finance pages. The TOPPS is going public through a SPAC deal, where TOPPS would get bought by a capital group that then transitions their NASDAQ stock sign into the TOPPS stock sign. And the company or the capital firm for that was MUDS money sign, if you want to look it up that way, taking the public market at 1.3 billion valuation, which is crazy. And we also put up an article on slabstocks.com/blog if you want to read about how it affects the sports card market, more so after the stream. But we're going to talk a lot about it on the stream too. So you might not have to read the article by the time that's done, but it's Murdoch Capital Acquisition Corp 2. And then we put up an Instagram post about possible outcomes. So I put this together from the article, and number 3 was probably the most obvious one because they kind of announced it in the whole blast out that they're going to be really chasing after these NFTs and digital collectibles. But I also thought the potential or possibilities would be, competitive high-end brands. They don't really have too much competitiveness with Panini when it comes to like National Treasures and Flawless and Immaculate. I just feel like TOPPS, between their like Definitive, Dynasty, and Museum Collection, doesn't even come close to the brand power that Panini has. And they really, I think, need to look at how they're making high-end brands and potentially use some of the funding to take that to the next level. I also think that could lead to license competition in the future. Basketball is going to be tough to get the share of, but I think NBA might be willing to listen, given that the market's so much bigger than it was in 2012. And then 3, launching NFT projects, which we'll get into more in a little bit. And then also exploring non-sport licenses. I mean, how can they not make a Disney Pixar TOPPS Chrome set? I would buy so much of that. I literally think I'd be broke off of that set alone, which is crazy. But yeah, they could do a lot with that. All right, so that kind of arrives us here at our first talking point, which is the actual release of these NFTs. They announced it today. Today was the announcement. I will show this slide one more time in a little bit. But first, let's look at what the actual stock sign did. The ticker, it went from, so a month ago, it was trading around $10, the Murder Capital acquisition. And now it's up to $12.49 as of the end of today. And that's after hours up to $12.88. And if you look at the 1 or the 5-day trend here, so it went from around $11 and what was that, maybe 20 cents. It dropped back down to $10.60. They announced this morning the whole NFT thing, and it literally rose, 15% in the matter of one day. So the NFT acquisition or the NFT announcement definitely is like, it's kind of funny because on one side I hear a lot of collectors on Instagram and stuff saying, "Oh, this is dumb. I wouldn't buy this." Whatever. But when it comes to the actual stock, this only boosted their stock further because clearly the people who are getting involved in this for the monetary reasons thinks that this is going to be big for them for the monetary reasons. So let's get to the actual talk about the NFTs because that's why we're here. 2 packs are being released. One's a standard pack, one's a premium pack. The standard pack comes with 6 cards only. It's $5 a pack. There's 50,000 packs being made, and there is your percent odds of getting the different tiers. So you got 78% chance of a common, I guess, of a given card, 16% chance it's an uncommon, 4% it's a rare, under 1% it's a super rare, and then 0.25% it's an epic. And if you look to the other side, the premium, the odds are much better to get a rare, a super rare, an epic, but you also have a 4.44% chance of an epic exclusive and a 0.04% chance 0.04% chance of a legendary exclusive. And all of you are like, why the heck would I care about what a legendary exclusive is? Well, we will show you in a little bit. And that's $100 a pack, and they're making 24,090 packs of that. And they make them look real cool with like the gold-plated thing. But wait, before we go and show off what this series is. What?
Do they come with dinged corners?
Probably not, because
can you pull it out of the pack and the NFT has a ding corner on the top, like real?
They should. They should make that a rare one.
TOPPS cards right there.
They should make that a rare one. But here's the thing: they announced the public thing a week ago and announced new NFT projects. When I heard that, I'm thinking, oh man, they're gonna make some really cool looking stuff with some really cool art, some baseball stuff that's tied into it, maybe through some baseball licensing because of how close TOPPS is obviously with MLB. And make something really cool that's really new and really fresh. And then maybe, it has a chance. And then what they're going to do is potentially make tangible cards that go with the digital card, like Panini's done with the blockchain. And at that point, I thought this could be wildly successful if they did that. And if they actually brought the tangible aspect in with the digital aspect to really give this a reason for people to look into. When they come out and announce that they're just printing TOPPS Series 1, but via the images that they actually made the cards with, most likely. Nate, what are your thoughts on that? Literally, it's TOPPS Series 1, but it just feels like it's the same exact thing they've done in the past with their TOPPS Bunt app. Other than, which will show the legendary exclusives and some of that stuff, which are a little different. I feel like you need to make a really cool new set, new vibes type of thing.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure this is just testing the waters and getting something out there quick. Because they already have all the images and everything, right?
So that's the other thing. I was really surprised it was within a week of the whole going public thing. But that's probably why, it's because they could get to market quickly with this. And the way they're doing this is MLB and TOPPS Digital are going through a place called Wax NFTs or Wax_IO or potential something like that on Instagram if you want to look it up. They do a lot of different digital art NFT stuff already, and then they're going to be hosting the sale of all of these. So I got this little image here, but this is really to tell me that let's take a look. Let's go look at the promotional page for these NFTs and see what the heck is going on. So I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to start sharing the promotional page, and let's look at it. So here we go. TOPPS Series 1 comes to Wax April 20th. So April 20th is the day that this is releasing. And you already see here, that is literally probably the exact same image for the Fernando Tatis card in Series 1. And then we scroll down, and you kind of got a little bit of a foil vibe going on with the Anthony Rizzo. Can you see that, Nate? Can you see it kind of shimmering back and forth?
Yep.
So you got that, and then you got the gold foil, which is the uncommon of Garrett Cole, and then the insert of Mike Trout. All right, so let's keep going down here. They're going to show a little bit more of what you get out of these packs. We already showed that $5, $100, which is kind of crazy. Like you got the standard and the premium, it's $5 and $100, but I mean, I guess it's kind of like sports cards, right? You got the really low price boxes and the really high end. All right, here we are. Here we are. This is what we want to see. So this is what's going to be in all the packs potential. So we got the common, which is just the base card. We got Yelich there. Uncommon, which is like a gold foil. The rare is like a foil and it moves. They have
That's
autographs. Cool. They have digital autographs in this.
That's as stupid as can be.
I know. Freddie Freeman digital autograph. Jose Abreu Epic, which is a red ink auto. Epic exclusive. So let me zoom in here. Do you see how there's a little bit of like the 70th anniversary going on there?
Oh, it's moving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving behind the card. So that's the limited to 70. So there's only 70 of those out of all 49,000 whatever packs or 24,000 packs. This is the Epic exclusive, numbered as 76.
So the Independence Day is moving.
Independence Day is moving, and it's also changing colors, which is pretty cool. Byron Buxton having a great season so far. And then we have the legendary exclusive one of ones. So this is limited to one, and it appears to be an autograph, digital autograph, with the 70th moving, and it kind of looks like the platinum/black in the background. And then we also have the legendary exclusive, which it doesn't say anything about the numbering, but I'm assuming it's limited to one, and it's just the 70th the throwback tribute set. And then you also have this event exclusive, which I believe is this burn to earn thing where you get 5 base cards and you can burn it to get one of these 52 Redux cards. But yeah, and then I guess that there's going to be some type of app deal with this where you're buying, you're selling, you're tracking who's ownership, the ownership record, the trading history, and it's going to be the marketplace for these things through Wax. So this is what it is. For those of you wondering, this is what it is. And I saw some comments in here. Let's see here. Ziggy said, there's a huge difference between digital image and NFT. Blockchain ownership is key. So I do agree there that these are backed by blockchain. You get the digital ownership. You're the one that owns it. You can track where it's going, all that stuff. But to me, blockchain, digital, it's an image on a screen. I'm not crazy about it. But Nate, what are your thoughts on this release? And more particularly, less about you thinking, do I want a digital NFT, or more thinking, is this worth the buy if you're someone into this?
Obviously there are people into it, right? You look at Top Shot, there's people. So there's definitely going to be people that are into this. And they're going to, I like the fact that they've got moving backgrounds on the cards, and it's not just an image. It's, something a little bit more.
Right.
And so while it's not for me, I understand people's appeal, and I could understand, running promotions where you go to a live MLB game and you get a chance at winning one random seat of an inning, wins a pack or something, that type of thing. And they could run all sorts of sweet giveaways, and you get it on your phone, and you can trade with people, and you don't have to. All I'm trying to say is I don't hate the idea. It's not for me. I don't hate the idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's for me either, but I will tell you this. I think anyone out there who's into this thing, and you can buy a pack for $5 and it's the first series that Topps ever released, why would you not? To me, this seems like something that people love to hinge themselves on first series or first releases. If you're a Topps fan, if you're an NFT fan, I'm sure that this has got you going today. Like, you're excited. You want to get one of those epic exclusives. And even more so, I think that the secondary market for some of those video ones is going to be kind of crazy. I think if there's ever a way to tie some physical video to the digital on your computer, I've seen some places that actually take NFTs and kind of frame them and plays the video through it. I think people could be into that. It'd be kind of cool to have a Yelich epic exclusive. I don't know. It just would be, if I can have it in my hand too. But I don't know. I think that there's something here. Would I buy it? I don't think I'm going to be buying any of these packs. I don't see a reason why I would. I have more things that I'd rather spend my money on. And I definitely go ahead.
For me, the only reason I do it is because the way everything is going, I feel like 20 years from now, we're going to be looking at digital cards as you know, the big thing, right? And you'd probably be happy to be sitting on a 2021 Topps Series 1 Mike Trout, even though it's not anywhere close to being a rookie card. It's a rookie NFT, if you will. And
people love to get those things that they can write into their eBay listings, right? Rookie NFT.
Yeah. And so if you have that and you have your stupid little NFT wallet or whatever, and you can put it in there and forget about it and open it up in 20 years, and all of a sudden you're sitting on like $2,000 because people are crazy. Hey, that's just where I think it would probably go.
And I think Ziggy's right here. Will these sell out? Yes. Will these sell for more in secondary market? Yes. Will these hold value for years? No clue. I agree with that. I think that these will sell out. I also think that most of these will sell for higher in the secondary market, aside for probably the commons, you know. But any of these epic exclusives, whatever you want it, I guess to me the dumbest thing is actually the digital autograph. The coolest thing is actually the video that they design. I think the digital autograph is so dumb, but that's just me.
It's ridiculous because you know what? Autographs are already kind of stupid. It's just pen on paper, but the idea behind it is that the guy that has the card touched the card, right? You know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, or even for a sticker, he at least signed it. Like he at least was there.
Without that, it's no better. It's literally no better than those facsimile autos on cards.
I agree. What up, Henry? How's it going? I do have a question for the chat. Are you someone who doesn't necessarily dabble in NFTs right now? And would you consider it via this Topps thing? Because if Topps sees people that aren't into NFTs coming into this, they're going to just start to make these things up the wazoo. And if they do that, the first runs of these things will probably carry great value.
And question, how many months until Slab Stocks makes a post about a Mike Trout legendary exclusive that sold for $400,000 or something like that?
It'll be interesting to see.
It's coming.
I mean, honestly, I wonder how fast these things will sell out and if the system's going to crash. I mean, let's be honest. $100 for people that are like really into NFTs to get some of these like epic exclusive potentially, you know, type of things. That's probably nothing to these people that are willing to spend like $2,000 on a digital Top Shot or NFT as it is.
Hey, this is a good point. If you missed out on Top Shot, you're probably trying to get into the next wave, which would be this, right?
I guess so, yeah. I'm curious as to what these NFT projects mean for Topps' other affiliate digital things. Topps Bunt, Topps Kick for soccer cards. Those technically, I don't think, are backed by blockchain because I know you can transfer them, but it isn't instant transfer based on buying as people have to sell them on eBay. So reading NFT definition on Google, it says it's backed by a blockchain. You know, like that's what makes an NFT is that it's a token that's on the market and it instantly transfers ownership and it tracks it, all that stuff. So if Topps really sees this take off, like these NFT releases, do they just scrap their Bunt apps? Do they just scrap their Topps Kick apps? I've seen people spending hundreds of dollars on these digital cards now on Topps Bunt and Topps Kick, the soccer one, if that didn't resonate with people. I'm very curious to see what happens because if they hit it big on this thing going through the blockchain with Wax, I can't see them just flood the market with all their other like free releases that they did through Bunt, because you could get on there, you can get coins and open free packs and stuff, and then maybe you get lucky and get an early Haaland or something or a Mike Trout, and you might have sold it on eBay, which is great, like congrats and stuff. And I'm sure there might be some short-term money to make there, but that could cripple those things if they really do go this route of these Wax release NFT packs and payment.
I'm sure with how well this is probably going to do, I don't think they care.
I'm not saying that they care. I'm talking about the people who are spending hundreds of
people that have already spent money on Topps Kick or
dude, there's
Panini, whatever.
Yeah, Panini Blitz, Panini Dunk. There's real people spending real hundreds of dollars on those cards on those apps. that through eBay, and then they have to transfer the ownership by hand to those people. And if they make those things obsolete by not somehow incorporating or transitioning, that could really be rough for people. Or they transition them and then they make a ton of money if these things take off. I guess it's a risky game to play, right?
I think what would be cool, since I like what they did with the cards for Top Series 1 here, but again, it's Top Series 1. I think it'd be cool if they made a set that was just it was just, a new Topps card that is not the Top Series 1 image. And then when you click on the card, the video actually plays with inside the card of whatever is happening in the card.
Now that is an idea there. That is an idea there. Like, Mike Trout's 2011 update, it's actually got like the image, but then it just like freezes it as he's hitting it. Now the difference is that the video and the photography aren't the same cut, but you could play that video to where it would just like flip it over and then play the video from that hit type of thing.
Because, I think people, it's weird because I feel like some people like the moments in NBA Top Shot, but most people just find it stupid because it's like YouTube. And I think some people will probably like the card aspect. So I feel like maybe if you combine both, but not in Top Series 1, I don't think Top Series 1, I don't think them making an NFT for every physical set they do, making an NFT set for every physical set they do is the answer, because that would be ridiculous.
No, I think they have to get creative, and I really want to see them tie tangible cards to digital cards. I mean, you buy the digital card and you get the tangible card of that digital card in your hand. That's their path to resonating with their customer base right now.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to make it clear that I'm not really a huge fan of the whole NFT thing. I am much more of a give me the card in my hand. I want it. I want the slab. I want to be able to store it together. I want to be able to look at them in my hands. That's where I'm at. But I think what really finally got me at least talking about this with you all now is the Topps announcement. I mean, being able to share that type of thing and talk about this, I think is important, because I do really think that there's going to be people spending money on this. And it's not to say that I'm trying to tell people to spend money. I just think that people will.
I think this is big. They get a royalty on every secondary sale of their NFTs. They are planning to NFTs the apps. Now, if they're making their own app, right?
Wait, are you talking about Wax right now?
Topps and whatever they're using.
Yeah, Wax.
So if they have their own app, right, and they have the buying and selling of these, that cuts out eBay completely. And it cuts out anywhere else. And so then Topps finally figure out how to secure secondary market profits, when before they would just sell the cards and they never saw money after that point, right? You sell the boxes and all of the secondary money that's made from these boxes, Topps does not get a single ounce of. Now with this, they have an ability to always make money consistently.
Yeah, and that's just given the marketplace, and if Topps strikes a deal with them, like, hey, we need 1.1% of each sale or something, which honestly they would have a ton of leverage on, because Wax would be like, yes, please let me host your digital NFTs, like Topps. So I think that would probably be a thing too. This is hilarious. I love Will's comment here. Do you have something similar for soccer, referring to Nate's Slab Stocks 101 baseball series? I just found a couple short 6 to 8 minute clips. Maybe I just missed the extensive lecture series from Professor Aaron. You did not. I didn't do one of those huge lectures like Nate did, like 40 minutes of breaking down all the different cards, all the different sets. I did 2 different things though. One was in Slab Stocks 101 playlist. You'll find it on our YouTube channel. It's called Soccer Cards. That's a really quick synopsis. And then also, if you go way back and look at in August, I was like, why you should buy soccer cards right now. It's got, I think, 15,000 views on YouTube now or something. That video, I break down a bunch of different sets and cards at the very end of the video. So worth watching there. And also that video worked out very well.
Yeah.
And also here's the one from Alan. Cuts out grading as well. That's another good point. You don't have to worry about, can I afford that grading? Where should I grade it?
Will I get it back in 10 months, 12 months, a year?
Forever.
12 months in a year is the same thing, but whatever. Now here's what they should do. They should make digitally imperfect ones. Bad corner, clearly a scratch on the surface, and then secretly they form their own NFT grading company where you can send in your TOPPS card, your NFT cards, and get them graded, and then just get the whole process going, but under one umbrella.
So you're telling me that they will like by algorithm say which cards are perfect, which cards are dinged. Oh my! Could you imagine if they actually took the entire card collecting hobby as it is right now and turned it digital?
And they take every one of one printed, you know, the legendary exclusive one of ones, and they make sure that like 90% of them are off center, just to be accurate.
Like my custom hero that you pulled.
Yeah,
Thing's got like 95.5 centering.
but still got a 9 somehow.
Yeah, I know. I could not believe that. I thought I was gonna get like a 9OC or like a 7.
Must have been 10s on everything else.
Had to have been. Why couldn't they? And that makes me think of the Herbert Optic Gold Vinyl. Also, that got a 7. I bet you if the hero went in now, the hero would for sure get a 7 or 8 now.
I know this isn't NFT talk, but it blows my mind. There's only one. I assume it's one big sheet or a couple of sheets of the one-of-ones, right? All printed on the same sheet. You would think that if it's a one-of-one, they'd take their time to make sure it's cut out.
Yep. I think the same exact thing. When you're printing one-off cards, you would make sure that it's done to the best of the best. I know you can't control after that what happens to the corners, what happens to the surface, especially when players are signing. But the one thing you can control is the centering. You think you do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's hop back to the presentation, which is going to get wrapped up here. And we're going to move into some Q&A and some actual sports card talk, because honestly, that was a bit too much digital talk for myself.
It is. I know it's for some people, and I know there's a lot of people that are like, I missed out on this, so I'm going to get in on TOPPS now to try to make that money, and I'm sure they're going to make money. But literally zero interest in it.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself going. Like, imagine the people signing onto there and spending $1,000.
Especially because if I'm buying stuff in the plans of selling it in like 20 years, if I don't have a physical copy, guaranteed I will forget like what email I use, what password I use, everything.
That's hilarious. All right, let's move on from the NFT talk. Last week, one box Prism First off the line yielded the two best red, numbered out 299. I could not believe that within like 3 packs of each other. LeBron and LaMelo is insane. I was very excited about that and him for some great customers. But tomorrow we are back with another Breaks Day. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We are ripping some fun stuff. Actually, that 2004 TOPPS Chrome is for Thursday of this week, but this 2020 Select Euro Hobby, I think, has 9 packs left, and that's supposed to be open tomorrow. So if you're looking for a way to get some select cards before the Euro this summer, which starts in June, maybe hit an Mbappe or Ronaldo, Joao Felix, Jadon Sancho, we're opening those boxes tomorrow. So go to slabstacks.com/shop to find some packs and join our live stream right here tomorrow where you're watching this live stream, except it's at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be talking Champions League all live stream.
Question.
Well, yeah, Nate.
I feel like I don't hear anything about Felix. I don't know how to say his first name. I feel like I heard a lot about him, and now all I hear about is Mbappe and Haaland and Fatih, and now the junior kid because he scored 2 goals, and Pulisic. And the guys like Marcus Rashford and
so
Sancho are kind of like
his first year. So he moved to Atletico Madrid, much bigger club than he is at, and he's pretty bad his first year. Now they played a really defensive style of play. You can probably tell that all this information is accumulated from my few soccer friends that know way more than me, because I would never be able to figure this out. So what I heard was they play very defensive minded. He's a goal scorer creator in the front, and he didn't really have a chance to shine. They brought in Luis Suarez. You know him.
I know
Luis Suarez. He has got a ton of goals this year, and Atletico Madrid's now number 1 in the table for La Liga. Barely above. No, actually, they might be number 2 now, or they're number 1 because Real Madrid just beat Barcelona last week. Either way, regardless, Felix is playing much better this year than last year, and his cards are now much more expensive than last year too. I mean, his base PSA 10 from TOPPS Chromes is like $900 right now.
Oh,
the reason why I probably haven't heard as much is because Madrid's not in the Champions League right now. They didn't make it to the quarterfinals of top 16. All those other guys you named are and are playing well. So that's the reason why.
Champions League, I feel like I kind of understand it. It's teams from all leagues across Europe.
Yes, so it's comprised of a bunch of different teams across Europe. Basically, what they do is they take the top 4 from the Premier League from the year prior, top 4 from La Liga, top 4 from Bundesliga, top 4 from Liga 1, which is the French league, top 4 from Serie A, which is Italian league.
But
and
the
then
French league's terrible, so they get destroyed every time.
Yeah, other than PSG. But then they also take a couple other teams. They take like the team that won the Europa League, which is like the league below Champions League where everyone else plays if they don't make Champions League. And then there is a couple other places. Like there was a Ukrainian team last year in it, Shakhtar. There's one time I think it might have been an Israeli team, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. They take a team from a couple different places. Honestly, I don't have the whole Champions League qualifying stuff down or the World Cup qualifying stuff down. It's very confusing, but I got the basis of who makes it, but not everyone. I don't know why everyone makes it.
So do they take MLS teams?
No.
Wow, then how can you say world champ? That's like an MLB team proclaiming themselves World Series winners or world champs in football or something when you don't play the whole world.
Because all the other teams are irrelevant when it's compared to the teams in Europe.
Yeah, but one time an MLS team signed like Wayne Rooney. So
yeah, that's after their career is finished in Europe.
It's retirement league.
I know. All right. Questions. Submit a question in the live chat now. Sports card question, and we will go through these things rapid fire and see what we can muster up for you all. Baseball, basketball, football, soccer, whatever y'all want to ask, go for it. Grading, values, PSA 10, all that stuff. It's been
Bazooka
a rough. Tom is not having a good night.
Hey, you know what, Bazooka Tom, I'm right there with you. Those are two things that I am very much not interested in. Though I did just make a little money off of a soccer card the other day, so
there you go.
Somewhat interested.
Bazooka Tom, I can assure you that we will not bring up TOPPS NFTs for a bit here, at least until there's a massive sale. We'll at least talk about that a little bit. What are your opinions on printing plates? I've always thought that printing plates were kind of cool. Like when I was younger, I'm like, oh, a printing plate, like 1 of 4. They use these 4 plates to print the cards that everyone has. Like, that's pretty cool, you know? Printing plates get no love in the market. And I don't know if they ever will. I still think they're kind of neat. Nate, any thoughts?
I mean, cool to get a 1-of-1. Outside of that, I mean, I kind of understand why they don't get love. It's not a card, right? It's a piece of metal.
Right.
So,
card code 982. Are you guys in soccer stickers at all? No. I've only owned about 3 stickers in my life. One was the Panini Foot Mbappe PSA 8.5 2016, and then 2 were Erling Haaland stickers, which looked really good. And I didn't PSA them. I sold them raw for like triple my money. I bought them for like $20 each probably. And I think a PSA 10 last sold at like $8K maybe, and a 9.5 for like $4K or something. So yeah, no, I'm not super into stickers, honestly. I'm a card guy through and through. That's what I've been collecting my entire life. I really love different variations and sets and parallels and autographs and stuff, and that's just me. I mean, I know other people like stickers. I'm not saying people can't invest in stickers or shouldn't buy stickers, but that's just not my game. Oliver, thoughts on Luke Shaw? Not gonna lie, I could not provide you any more information. You probably know yourself, so I'll divert Google on that one.
Here's a good one. Here's interesting. Tatis, a sell or hold if you are into a TOPPS Chrome auto fairly cheap. I feel like he is going to come back, have lingering issues in his shoulder, and have a crap year and then surgery. I mean, there is some a fair concern there is that, you know, he may come back. His shoulder may not fully heal, and his timing and hitting will be off. And all of a sudden you look up at the end of the year and he probably has, you know, home runs because he'll run into some, but other than that, his average could be down, on base percentage could be down if he's that injured. Errors could be up in the field. And so if that happens, you know, there could definitely be a drop in price. That being said, Is Tatis one of the guys that I'm willing right now? I mean, when he got up to when he got really hot, his name got really hot in the offseason, I would have been willing to sell a couple and then buy back later, inevitably when the prices dropped. But right now, coming off of an injury, would I sell hoping to buy lower if he comes back injured? I don't think I want to bet against Tatis playing poorly, even though there's probably somewhat decent odds there. Tatis is not the guy I'd bet against.
Keep talking, Nate.
Oh, okay. There was another question here. Ooh, I like this one actually. Why don't we have redemptions for memorabilia like jerseys and signed balls and bats? For one, was it Leaf or Upper Deck has a series where you get a box and it's got a jersey or a helmet or something in it. I don't remember who it is.
Leaf for sure.
So that's pretty cool, and I've seen some major stuff come out of there. I think Brewtown got a DK Metcalf signed jersey, which obviously isn't super exciting per se. I don't know how much the box is worth, right? But it'd be cool. That being said, that's probably a pretty good idea. I mean, I'm sure Topps has a bajillion signed baseballs and signed bats and signed jerseys and stuff lying around. But if you are a card collector who wants cards and your auto redemption is for a baseball,
I'd be hacked, man.
That'd probably be pretty disappointing.
Yeah, it would have to be something very explicit where you're guaranteed one baseball per box, like redemption as with your cards as well.
Now, if they did a redemption where it was a signed bat or signed cleats or a signed bag, right, second base or something cool, but if it was just a signed baseball, signed helmet, right,
Yeah. All right, here we are. I'm going to screen share one more time here. And I said I will never talk about NFTs again. I did not say that, but
he's a liar.
T206 guy asked. T206 asked, "What's up with Top Shot?" And he's wondering what's the place that actually shows you what's going on. So this is Crypto Slam, and here it is. The last 24-hour change, it appears that it's up 152%. I saw it was down a lot the last time. I have no idea what the heck I'm reading here, what the heck I'm looking at, but you asked me where do you see it, and this is where you see it. So you can go look up more for yourself after the stream. I just wanted to point you in the direction. So I have nothing to add right now, but Crypto Slam, that's where you can go see that.
Who do you think the top 2021 top Series 1 rookie to get is? It's got to be Alec Baum. I know Dylan Carlson has some home runs in there, but if you're going anybody, you got to go Alec Baum. He's clearly the safest choice out of everyone.
Speaking of safest choice, he's the safest player for a player that's never touched the bag.
That's true. Did not touch home. Got called safe.
Isn't that insane?
Well, robot umps are coming at some point. There is Top Series 1 is interesting though, if I can digress off this question a little bit, in that outside of your Alec Baums and stuff, you've got a ton of upside guys that if a Pache explodes, if a Monte Harrison explodes, if a Joe Adele explodes, you can get those cards pretty cheap right now. And if you just bank on one of them finally finding their athletic upside and exploding, you talk about getting in cheap on a guy. Usually it's hard to do nowadays. Quarterbacks come out and maybe you can get kind of cheap on Tua. You get a Prism for $40 and maybe bank on him, right? But it's a risk. You can get in significantly cheaper on some of these really high upside baseball players. And if you hit on one of them, be sitting pretty. Of course, that comes with the caveat that there is, probably 50,000, 60, 70,000 top Series 1 cards of each of these guys.
Yeah. Pueden hablar en español. ¿Cómo estás, Isabella? Tengo hambre, mucho hambre. That's all I got right now.
Wait, what did that say? Google Translate. I understood en español.
It's can you talk in Spanish? And so
Oh.
how's it going, Isabella? I'm very hungry.
Comida. That's food, right?
There you go. Thoughts on Alex Morgan cards? I think great in terms of potential female investments, considering she's in male produced sports card sets. I think that's actually dynamite, is that she has cards in 2017 select, cards in immaculate. That is huge. And I think it really helps their cards to be able to have people who spend money on majority male sports cards have those cards in the same sets that they're already buying is really, really big.
Well, Joey M, you should be buying Monte Harrison just for the sake of it, because that's sweet. And you can get it. I bet you could get like a gold foil for $2, you know?
Then go get it signed. Get that gold foil signed in like, I don't know, silver ink or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wait. Love that you guys are begrudgingly covering NFTs. Not sure you hate more, sports card NFTs or BGS.
If you talk to one of the guys in the YouTube comments, it's Aristides Aquino. That's who I hate the most.
Oh, I
think I brought him up a couple times.
I read that.
I don't hate Aristides Aquino. I just hate that people spent like oodles and oodles and oodles of money on him when he got hot, and everyone could see, everyone and their moms could see that there was going to be money lost there.
I don't know why people watch your video and look at it like you were like saying these dudes stink for some reason, when really it was like, hey, if a guy rises 203 or 2,000% in 3 days, it's probably a sell, you know?
Yeah. There's not many guys in baseball I don't like. To name a few, Yadier Molina, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, Paul DeYoung, Tommy Edman. List keeps going. Oh, wait, those are all Cardinals. Oh, my bad.
Hey, pretty nice start to the season though. And Corbin Burns, that is nice.
It's almost like somebody did a video. They talked about Corbin Burns and how the defense behind him and everything was going to be amazing, and he's probably going to win a Cy Young. And I wonder who that was. Oh, Aaron, you're frozen, or maybe I'm frozen.
Was that me?
I can't decide if you were frozen or if I was frozen.
Can you hear me? I think I'm frozen.
Oh, yeah, you're a little frozen.
Yeah, Monte Harrison's brother does play in the NBA. I remember in a G League game, he had like a huge dunk or something.
Was his name Shaq?
Yes, it is Shaq. Yep, Shaq Harrison.
Nice.
First $1 million card from a normal box. I don't know what are you saying, like something now? I think it's Erling Haaland Superfractor out of 1 of 1, which was just surfaced over this past weekend, actually. I think that's probably one of the highest valued, card out of the last 2 years that's been produced.
I don't know how you could get. I don't know if it wasn't Zion. I don't know how you could get any higher, right? Without it being Haaland.
Yeah, well, I think Zion would have, like, if that Zion logo man auto NT was pulled and sold, I think it would be like the $1 million card. But it hasn't been pulled yet or is never produced, and joke's on us.
Wait, really?
Dude, that card's never surfaced. The National Treasure Zion logo man auto 1 of 1. Wait, I'm 99% sure of this. Or am I dumb right now and did Shine or Shane, whatever, post it to his page? I think it's Shine. That's what Jamil's been saying. I can't load his feed right now. Is Instagram down? Potential. I don't know, actually. I don't remember. So
okay, that makes sense. Normal doesn't have to be modern, just not something from Flawless or National Treasures.
Yeah, so that's my point. Erling Haaland from TOPPS Chrome, those boxes released at $150 a box. TOPPS Chrome Bundesliga. Now they're like some $3,500, $4,000 a box. But that card, potential $1 million card.
This is like, who do you think is a better buy for first-year Bowman, CJ Abrams, or Marco Luciano? That's like going to a movie theater and saying you can either buy a large popcorn or a large soda, but not both. you kind of need both, right, for your movie watching experience. And I don't want to choose between C.J. Abrams or Mark Luciano because I think they're both going to be amazing, and I don't think you can go wrong with either. That being said, begrudgingly, if I have to choose one, it's Marco Luciano because that pop is and that bat speed and those exit velocities are like second to none out of shortstop and in the minors.
Nate, that was like the most Nate response ever. Popcorn and large soda at a movie theater.
I haven't had soda forever. I miss it.
Is this about stocks or crypto? Neither. Sports cards. But kind of crypto if you think about our NFT conversation, which is once in a blue moon. What's your favorite card you own right now?
Ooh.
Hank Aaron 1954 rookie PSA 3 or Mbappe Kaboom or Kobe Refractor 2008 Topps Chrome. It's probably my top 3 favorite. There's so many others too. Like I just can't. And there's so many cards I love. It's impossible to name them all. Nate's got that Frank Mason though. Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Oh, I just saw it the other day. What did I do with it? I don't think I'm going to be able to find it quick enough. It says "Go Jayhawks" on it. It's inscripted. And a guy from the National gave it to me, and I was shooting a video at the time, and I was so like, whoa, somebody's talking to me. How do they know my name? That I never got the guy's name, and I felt guilty about it ever since.
Can you believe that we had like 4,000 followers on Instagram, and someone actually like came up to you and knew you're a Jayhawk fan?
It was awesome. I hope everyone on here now comes up to me and knows me I'm a Jack fan and decides to give me their crap Jayhawk cards.
I'm just gonna say trash cards.
If you got any Svi Mikhailuk and you're gonna toss them into the garbage, toss them my way instead.
Yeah, the garbage still. With skateboarding being added to the Summer Olympics for the first time ever, what are your thoughts on skateboarding cards? I'm not even gonna try it that first name. Actually, I will. Nyjah Hudson is competing for the U.S. and is apparently the next Tony Hawk. Honestly, anything that there's people that like the sport and know of cards, they can go up in value.
Hey, skateboarding, rollerblading, all that type of stuff is making a comeback. I think it's all the kids that didn't grow up in the 90s, early 2000s that probably like had older siblings that were like, yeah, that was sweet. Or, they didn't get to watch Rocket Power and they didn't have Tony Hawk Pro Skater on PS1 or on the Game Boy. All those kids are probably like, man, I really wanted to live in that era, and it's making a comeback. You go walking around like Eau Claire, there's kids all over the place skateboarding.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is Erling Haaland's club rookie card the ones for Salzburg or Dortmund since he moved a few games into his first season? So this is a question that's debated by a lot of people. So his finest Salzburg kit card is expensive. It's a card worth buying. I personally would not choose that over some of his Dortmund cards. I'm a much bigger fan of Topps Chrome Bundesliga, a much bigger fan of Topps Chrome Sapphire. He also has the Topps now in his Salzburg kit from his hat trick in the Champions League. I actually have that card as a 9.5. The 10's about to sell for like, I don't know, some ridiculous amount, 15, 20K of that card. But that I would say if you have to choose, I'd say go between Sapphire and Bundesliga. Honestly, the finest Salzburg kit card just doesn't look that good. That's just my personal opinion. Thoughts on upcoming Panini Obsidian Soccer? I like it a lot. It's the second year of Obsidian. I think Obsidian for soccer is much better than other sports. I also like that they're bringing out some new rookie cards in this checklist. I know that Zach from our soccer Slapstocks FC is from Premier Soccer Investing as well on Instagram. He's going to cover the checklist. I think it's upcoming video. I'm pretty excited about it though.
Nice. Game day trading, quick. I don't know if Aaron has time. Probably not. He's very busy. But if you wanted to shoot me a DM at Slapstocks Nate, I could probably jump on there with you. I know I'm not as exciting a get as Aaron, but I could do that for you.
Maybe we can look into having like a guest on a live show sometime.
That'd be cool.
Actually, we should look into doing that at some point here pretty soon. Wouldn't be too hard either, actually. It's pretty easy to bring in a guest, kick a guest out.
Well, we're always trying to be mindful of any kids that are watching, so it's kind of hard to control what other people say.
Well, right. I mean, they'd have to be known before that you can't come on and just swear up a storm.
Yep.
I just picked up a Simone Biles rookie. Thoughts on Olympic pickups, Nate? You just went sorting through all my old cards. What did you find?
Oh, did we find we found Phelps, right?
Phelps?
What other cards do we find?
It was from the 2012 Olympic set, which I believe was Simone Biles' first Olympic card 2. Please tell me I'm right. But it was Michael Phelps, Maya Moore, Carly Lloyd, silver, gold or something. Yeah, pretty cool cards though.
Yeah.
It's an all Olympic set. I opened those things at the super small bookshop in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Was that like they only had that, so you bought it?
Dude, they had like that and probably a little bit of Pokemon or something. At the time, I'm like not buying that. So I was like, give me some Olympic cards. And it was right as the Olympics were going too. 2016. I can't believe it.
So I feel like it was a gymnast, but I don't know who it was.
Who?
Or
What?
Somebody. You had some. I don't know.
Allie Raisman?
Maybe. That might have been it.
Yeah. Gabby Douglas. All right. Any other questions? Otherwise, we're going to probably be wrapping it up here pretty soon. Thoughts on Top Stock? You going to buy any? Had a good day today based on NFT news. I'm not a stock guy myself. I buy sports cards, but I do think if you're prospecting on a stock, I thought when CLCT went off the stock market, that was pretty like tough for people that were looking to buy into the sports card market without buying sports cards. So this is huge news that there's going to be a publicly traded sports card company, because a lot of people I know don't know anything about sports cards, but believe in what we're doing here, and want to be along for the ride in some capacity. That's the easiest way to do it, honestly.
Question.
Yeah.
So once you become public, you have a board to answer to, right? And you have investors to answer to.
Yep.
And you need to make money.
Yep.
And of course, TOPPS is making money, but there's now probably no limits they will go to making money, which includes printing massive volumes of cards. If you think TOPPS 20 Series 1 is bad, how bad is TOPPS Series 1 2022 going to get?
Well, Series 1 has been the highest printed baseball card set ever, I think. I literally think – oh, actually, just kidding. I know there's those complete sets from back in the day that there's so many of, but like recently, post 2000, probably the highest produced top set ever.
Yeah. And so there's going to be a lot of people to answer to for TOPPS now. That's my worry, is that they're going to not only, they already started it. They're already coming out with Bowman first edition for every Bowman product. Right? First edition, and then Bowman Baseball. First edition, Chrome. First edition, Draft. And now they're doing Bowman Chrome Sapphire Baseball, right? Bowman Chrome Sapphire for Bowman Chrome. Bowman Chrome Sapphire for Draft. And TOPPS Heritage Chrome. And TOPPS Allen Ginter Chrome. And Stadium Club Chrome. Not only are they like endlessly putting boxes and new product in front of our faces constantly. It's stuff that I couldn't care less about buying. But now it's just going to get so much worse, where it's just...
Plus, you might see some different ways of distribution and raising prices and stuff, like, raising the potential, like cutting out distributors even more, and then raising prices direct to consumer, going through TOPPS only, And do you know who that's going to hurt? That's going to hurt the hobby shops that rely on distributors to get their product. If they take away so much allocation and then sell it direct to the consumer through topps.com, which they 100% can, they'll hurt the hobby shops. So we'll see.
Now, they might not, because of the, distributor is nice because you don't have to deal with the distribution. If they go right to consumer, they have to hire a lot more people to take on that task of getting everything ready. And
Nate, I agree. But
individuals.
I agree, but they've already been doing that more and more over the past year and a half.
But it's one thing to do it more and more. It's another thing to do it for every single product you release.
Oh, sure. I agree with you, but I'm just saying that they could cut out like so much that it starts to shut down some shops. And if they do that, it'll be interesting seeing TOPPS always kind of like the good old faithful card brand, like I've been saying, always, baseball card first type of thing, investment second. It'll be interesting to see what that does.
Hey, I have a theory on a card shop I want to open up here in Eau Claire, because there's one in the mall, but it's kind of rinky dink. And I want to open up one downtown Eau Claire. So if anybody wants to bankroll me for this, if you're watching this, you can bankroll me, please and thank you. Downtown Eau Claire, it is both a card shop and a bar, but then also an arcade. and then you can spend money on the arcade and win tickets to get free boxes and stuff. But that's just like a little part for the kids. And then you got the guys drinking their beer and spending all their money on cards because they're drinking beer. And then they're spending money on cards. And then they're drinking more beer because they either did poorly or did well. I think it's excellent.
It sounds like a very backwards way of just making money off of people for degenerate stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Nate's got his first.
I've got 3 guys. Come on,
everyone.
Let's go.
If you're interested in helping Nate start that up, email nate@slapstocks.com. Just kidding. I can't let Nate go and spend time on that right now. Nate, that cannot happen. Coming to Dallas in May for the card show. Actually, yes, we are. And that means that Nate is too. And also Miami, May 1st and 2nd. I really encourage you to go if you want to take a weekend trip to Miami and go to an amazing card show. This is going to be much bigger than the last card show. We have a booth. We'll be set up. Nate will be there as well. Nate, what would you call it?
I will be there. Now that is, I have not gone that far, but maybe I'll set up a GoFundMe, and if we can raise like $1 million, we'll start.
All right, last question for the day. Nate, Game of Thrones cards, buy or sell?
Buy. There's going to be new Game of Thrones content coming out, and you've seen it with Star Wars, right? They exploded the Star Wars universe. I expect them, and they're going to be doing it with Lord of the Rings, and I expect them to inundate you with so much Game of Thrones it's not even going to be funny. There's going to be spin-off shows with spin-off shows, and I think it's going to be huge.
There you go. You heard from the man himself, Game of Thrones fanatic, Nate. All right. Let's wrap it up. Everyone, thank you so much for watching today's live. Thank you for sending in questions in the comments. Thank you for interacting with the NFT conversation, which I'm almost a little glad that we got into those sports card questions earlier today. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Next week, Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the breaks on Tuesday on the YouTube Live. We will see everyone then. We will see everyone next week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy some sports cards. And Nate's got one more thing.
And if you want to start a business venture with me in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, DM me. Let's do this. I have no money, though, so you'll have to fund the whole thing.
Just what people want to hear. All right, guys. See ya.